What's up, you lovely people? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today. We got stuff to talk about it. Yes, as you remember yesterday, this letter of support of AH, 130 people in support of her cause, or at least on the fringes of supporting DVs and victims, utilizing AH as a mascot for their purpose. And many are claiming this is a PR move just on the, before the appeal it's filed in, because her appeal still hasn't been filed. So it feels like this rallying up of whatever attention they can get through so-called professionals and support might have an effect perhaps on the appeal. I don't know. This is the stuff that I read there. It seems like those organizations, everything is fine until the actual victim is a male. Then they draw the line. It cannot be. We cannot give support to a male. So this video just got to me, and I just want to share it with you. This is a gentleman which managed to capture his partner, and I will connect it with the audio of AH and JD, which is incredibly uncanny, the resemblance, and I'll show you why.
I want to love you.
By the partner.
No, you don't.
It's terrifying leaving this type of person.
This guy documents his toxic relationship. You won't believe what he caught on camera.
How did it start? That is a very good question. If I could pinpoint it, I would. The first time, I just excused that because of drinking. But really, the only time I could remember it actually starting to happen was after I moved in and after I pulled her off of her kid. I wasn't gonna let that happen. I never saw her put her hands on him again. She would turn it on me instead.
Literally dozens
Wow.
of people. Woo! Yeah, sure I did, Brian. You know exactly how much alcohol I've had. I
Drunk.
want to love you. No, you don't.
Wow.
You don't want to love me.
This woman commented on my last video. She said, "He just walks in the room and hits you? Must have been provoked in some way." Would you really say that if this was a woman posting the video? No, that thought wouldn't cross your mind at all. Yes, she literally just walked in the room and hit me. People that think that way are ridiculous. Do you really need to provoke someone for them to hit you?
You are the biggest piece of shit. Like,
Okay.
no, seriously. Your f***ing coworkers, anybody that has a problem with you, I'm like, yeah, for sure, you're in the wrong. For sure, you're a f***ing loser.
Wow.
Straight up, Ronnie.
Yep, I am. Yep.
You would think, right? Unfortunately, it is not simple. When you are dealing with someone that is this way, it's not just leave, be done with it. It's when you leave someone like this, someone that has been controlling you for however many years you were with them, and they lose that control, it's like a switch flips and they will not have that. It's very unfortunate that a lot of us fall into being with someone like this, but when you decide to leave, it's not simple. It's terrifying leaving this type of person. So what led to the whole thing was she ended up attacking me in my sleep. I ended up breaking her nose. She ended up flipping everything on me and called the cops. And before I was arrested, I gave them all of my login info for my security camera. I was like, watch this. I am innocent. It's self-defense. Whatever, they held me for 2 days. And finally, the investigators actually watched the footage and they said, okay, yes, this is self-defense. Let's drop his charges and let him go. So as soon as I got home, I packed the bag and I left. I slept in my car for 4 days while I applied for an apartment. I was approved. A month later, she texted me and said, hey, this is hard, can we talk? I said, okay, come over for dinner. So she came over, went to the kitchen for a drink, ended up lunging at me with a knife. I have no idea how I got away from her, but I did. I locked myself in the bathroom, called the cops, and the entire time I said the cops were on their way. And she didn't believe me. She just slid the knife across the door and said, I don't fucking believe you. Well, the cops came, she was arrested. I filed a restraining order that's in place for 5 years. She had to do community service, pay a fine, and she did jail time.
Wow. Disclaimer, I'm just taking his words for this. And the only reason I'm also showing you this is because, first of all, this guy is coming forward to share his story. Now imagine if this guy didn't have the chance to give the logins to his security cameras to the authorities, that they could make afterwards an assessment of what really went down behind closed doors. So this guy literally survived an attempted murder. And I'm showing you this in connection with this video of JD. Now, this video is a video that is so incredibly remarkable. Imagine JD that has gone through so many altercations with her ex-wife, the belittling and all the audios that we heard before this point. This is after the divorce, basically. This is after the TRO. This is after the restraining order. And you know that one agent of JD, which was also the agent for AH, testified in court that through him, she wanted to meet JD again. And that's what they did. In San Francisco, when JD was touring with this band, all of a sudden, after the restraining order, after the alleged incident, you remember when she came out of the courthouse after filing the TRO with that thing on their face, TMZ was there, the news was alerted, and so on and so forth. You remember that, right? Then this person decided to go meet the monster. That's what she called JD, or apparently that's the way she represented him. Then after all of this, right, after all this past that happened in Australia, all these alleged incidents, she decided it was a good idea to try to go back to him. The same way this woman, after a while, contacted the boyfriend and go like, okay, let's talk. I just want to talk. Very strangely similarities right there. But I just want to show you the similarities.
You've done more illegal drugs in this room that should be way, 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 way more concerning to you if you're all Mr. Law all of a sudden. Are you kidding me? The bag of cocaine you just took into the back?
So immediately gaslighting him about this, use of illegal substances, because she's breaking the law by going there and meeting him. Actually, she's putting JD in trouble if they find out, because there's a restraining order against him. But she was the one that went there and is gaslighting him about, you should be more concerned about this than me being here. Wow.
This is how you wanted to end?
Wow.
This is how you wanted to end? I don't understand. Is this what you want?
No. Oh, no, I'm going to say that all this, everything you just been
I just wanted to touch you. Just say,
really, after all this shit you just said?
I just wanted to give
After
you
all
a
this
hug.
shit you fucking used me up, you want to touch me?
Please stop. Please stop. Please, I just wanted to hug you and say bye. I wanted to end that.
I gave you everything I did. I did everything I could do to make you happy. It wasn't it? You don't want to be happy.
I wanted you. I wanted
You
you.
don't fucking love me. You don't fucking love me.
I used to love you so much.
Yeah, you used to. You know what?
I want you.
Well, keep the past tense here. Call it, write it off the mistake. Mistake. Get out.
I'm getting
Never been through a fucking, you are a leftover, fucking overly old stripper. That's all you'll ever be. In this industry, all you've done, I can't do. You're recording? Yeah, I am. Hi, I'd like to say hello to David and Paige and say that I love you and I'm sorry this didn't work.
So again, this is just a portion of this audio, and I will post on the channel parts of all the audios again, even though we have done this already. But after what is happening again with this support letters for AH, I think it's very important to share the information which is available out there, which is in the public domain, and bring it to the audience again to refresh our memory, in what really went on. So that for the people that want to take the time, they didn't watch all of it. Actually, some people already on some videos that I posted again, they commented that some of that stuff wasn't, they were not aware of it. So I'm gonna bring this back in parts because you need to make an informed decision. If you want to take a side, then the least I can do for you is to represent you the evidence which made us side with the truth and Johnny Depp. And then you can make up your mind, because that's what we can do. We have to fight misinformation with the facts. That's the only thing we can do. Otherwise, we're just lying with each other, and we just let corporations or whatever agencies or whatever motivated activist, whatever that is, to manipulate the audience for their only gain. And that's not how it should work. We should be supporting people that need to come forward, people that want to come forward and need that support, like this guy did, for instance. So another example, always spread love. Let me know what you think about this.